Okay, what's up? My bed's a mess and I was way too lazy to put it together. So this is what you're gonna get. Today I'm going to be doing my 2019 like resolutions. So I got this notebook from Cali and I really like it because I get to like just write like my notes in it and anything that inspires me. And so far I wrote down my 2019 goals and resolutions, and I think it's really cute. It just has notes in the front and it's like very tropical with the leaves. So what I wrote down, it's gonna be goals, and then the second part is gonna be resolutions. So the goals is things I want to do like throughout 2019, and the resolutions are the things that I want to work on. For the first one, for goals, I wrote down travel 3 places at least. And this year, 2018, I traveled to California, North Carolina, and Idaho. Those were my 3 things. And I have family over there in like 2 of the states, and then one of them was like an actual trip, and I was only there for like 3 days, so it wasn't that bad. I think 3 places is like okay because I'm barely like a new starter into traveling, and I'm not choosing places that I know it's gonna be very luxurious and like expensive. Like, no, my 3 places was Mexico, which I have family over there, so I'm not gonna be paying like bills or anything like that. Like, my grandma's gonna be cooking food for me, like, you know. And then the second one is Georgia. In Georgia, I also have family. I was actually born in Georgia, so over there I could stay with relatives and I don't have to like buy a hotel room or anything like that. And yeah, and then Canada is like my one exception because I think I want to go there for spring break. I am 20, so over here in the US we can't drink. Your girl can't drink, but in Canada, those are my 3 places. So Mexico, Georgia, and Canada. And then the next place that I said that I wanted to go, I wanted to do a Las Vegas trip when I turned 21, because, you know, when you turn 21, you're able to drink, you're able to party, you're able to go to clubs, and that's one of the things that I kind of like struggle with, like getting into like Latin clubs, because most of it's like you have to be over 18 and stuff like that. I have to look for a lot of socials, but I think I've never been to Las Vegas, so I think it's gonna be like a really fun trip. I know if you go before you're 21 to Las Vegas, you can't really do anything because everything's just like drinking and casinos and stuff like that. I've never done any of that, like casinos and stuff like that, but I think it'll be a really fun trip, especially like for my birthday when I turn 21. And then my other goal is I want to build up my closet a bit. I have clothes, it's just that I'm not like fully content with it, and I'm thankful for everything that I have. I want to be able to look at my closet and be like, I love every single thing out of there. I'm pretty sure I haven't even worn maybe like 25% of the clothes that I have in there, because I have clothes from when I was like a freshman, and I've gained weight because, you know, so most of the stuff just doesn't look good on me anymore. The next thing that I wrote is find a hobby. I was like, you know, those people that grew up with their parents like putting them in piano and making them do like sports and making them do all this other extra shit. Like, no, I didn't get the chance to do that. I did get to play a bit of sports, but during my like elementary and middle school, I wasn't able to join any of that. So I would like to find a hobby, figure out what I like to do, if it's, you know, babysitting dogs, or if it's decorating, or if it's baking, stuff like that. I think I just like kind of looking into what suits me and what makes me happy. I think that'll be a really big plus because I kind of want to invest in myself. The next goal is I just want to try yoga. I just want to try it because I think it'd be really fun and inner peace. The next goal that I have is dancing more. I've been searching around my area for a lot more of like socials. Like I said, I'm not able to get into any clubs, so like on a Friday night I can't just go and go somewhere that I know or that people go to, because I'm not 21 and most of the places don't even let 18 and up go. So that's one of the things I want to try to do more and kind of, that also goes into like investing myself, because I love dancing. I love banda, bachata, cumbia, like all that stuff, merengue. It just like, it makes me so happy because it's like music. The next one is I want to write myself 2 love letters. Not because like I love myself, it's because I know for a fact that throughout the year there are gonna be moments where I just don't feel good about myself, where I'm feeling down in life. You know, whenever you get the chance to give yourself confidence and give yourself love, like I think you should do it. The next thing for goals is I want to redecorate my room. Like I want to redecorate it because it's nice, but it's not where I want it to be, you know. Like I want to change, like I want to put pictures and stuff like that. And then the last thing, the very last thing for goals is I want to join a tanda. And for Mexicans, it's more like of a type of saving thing that you do throughout people. It's just to save money, basically. And that one's for my goals. I didn't want to write too much because like I said in the beginning, it's not things I'm probably gonna like commit to, because it's hard, because I also have a lot of things going on, and like, you know, life isn't perfect and you can't fix everything. And then in my resolutions, I wrote, the very first thing I wrote, and it's like probably everybody's like, you know, thing to write in their resolutions, because they know it, like we know it's important, it's just hard. Okay, I'm the type of person that skipped out on PE until my until my senior year, because I just didn't want to deal with running. Like I took health my senior year. I just didn't want to do it. So the first thing in my resolutions was work out 3 times a week, at least 3 times a week. I don't even work out that much now, but that's my goal. I want to work on my body. And then my second thing for my resolution is eat healthier. For me, I've had problems with eating and I still do. So the next thing after eat healthier, I want to be more confident. And that one's a little bit hard because of like the society that we live in, and we tend to like, social media like gives you a very high standard of what you're supposed to look like and what you're supposed to talk like and what you're supposed to be at. If you love yourself, like you shine 10 times brighter. If you feel confident in yourself, you shine so much, you know, because it's like no one can mess with you. You love yourself. I want to read before bed, like at least 10 minutes. And this one's like kind of a weird one because it's like, okay, but like 1, it'll help me fall asleep faster. 2, I'll be reading more, and why is that a problem if you read more? And 3, you get to buy more books, like cute books, you know. I want to be able to change my habits at night as well. The next thing that I wrote was spend more time with the people in my life. I feel like sometimes life has gotten us like so busy that we're trying to finish school and we're trying to like work as much as we can so we can save as much as we can. The next thing I wrote was work on myself. I want to grow in 2019, okay? I want to love myself. I want to love what I'm doing. I want to be confident. I want to have my head up so fucking high, it's touching the ceiling. Like, I want to have people in my life. I want to work on the things that I'm flawed in, but also like be okay that I'm not a certain way, you know? I want to work on myself. I don't want to be like the main focus of 2019. But I do want to make sure that I'm considering myself, because sometimes we don't let ourselves breathe. We don't like give ourselves slack. Like we need to like love ourselves. The next thing that I want to do is I want to go to church more and connect with God. And I want to love myself because I feel like that's one of like the things that he teaches. Like he unites people and he creates communities. And I did have like a very big connection to God. And I think that's important for me because I want to live life. Diosito. The next thing is I want to volunteer more. Like volunteering and donating, I think is so important because like for me it's animals. I think donating is really important and like helping your community and stuff like that. Volunteering with children and stuff like that, and animals, I think those are my 2 main like important ones. Obviously there's so many out there that you could be interested in, and I do I do highly recommend going out there and like looking through your community members and figuring out who you can help. The next thing is I want to hike more. During 2018, I hiked like 3 places maybe, and it was probably one of like the most funnest things I've ever done, because 1, it's free besides like having to drive there. 2, it's nature and it's just like very like clearing. And then the next one I wrote was invest in myself. So basically I wasn't really like spending money on myself besides like food, just like kind of spend money on myself and like take care of myself a bit more. The next thing was journal, because sometimes like we could be like so crammed up with like so many things in your head, and we just kind of need like a journal where, you know, we don't have to talk to anybody, we can just talk to ourselves and just write it down. Like it doesn't have to be like perfect, because I think that's really important, especially like if you have no one or like no one understands what you're going through. Like writing it down is always good. The next thing is I want to do more activities, more like going out and going to like festivals, going to fairs, like going bowling, like going with my friends, or joining like clubs or swimming or stuff like that. Just kind of like doing more activities that help me, you know, and like give me experiences in life, because I think that's like one of the things that I'm missing. And then the 2 last things is I want to cook more, because I am 20. That's also so fun. And then the very last thing is I want to do less social media. I want to not be on my phone so much. I want to not have the urge to see what everybody else is doing, and that's one of my goals. But yeah, that is all I have for my 2019 resolutions. Like I said, like some of these things, they're kind of like hard to do, but some of them weren't even that hard. Thanks for watching. Okay, bye guys. There's a squirrel. No, squirrel.